everything changes.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Today is Sunday. It's April 18th, 2021. Welcome back to Florida. And our last 12 days in this resort. In 12 days, we are closing on our new house and we'll be moving back over to the Tampa Bay area and living there and opening up our stores again. Amazon, FBM, eBay, the whole shebang will be up and running. So in the meantime, I've been keeping a lookout and track of all of the awesome items members of my Facebook group have been selling all first quarter and now into the second quarter. I want to show you guys 10 of the hottest items and category type items that I have seen selling this entire month, April 2021 into May 2021. So you guys can maybe start keeping an eye out for a lot of these things. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you over to the screen. I'm gonna show you them on my recorded iPad screen. I'll show you the categories, the items. We'll look at the sold so you can get an idea of the pricing. And hopefully this will help you guys branch out, think outside of the box, and find some more awesome items to sell on eBay for profits. And some of these items can go on other platforms if you sell on Amazon or Poshmark or things of that nature. And since I said selling on other platforms, before we go over to my screen, thank one of our affiliate sponsors of this channel, List Perfectly. Thank them for what they do, an awesome cross-posting Google Chrome extension tool that will allow you to post your inventory on up to 12 platforms in just a matter of minutes, depending on how much you have. But it's very, very quick, very, very easy, super affordable. It just takes 1 or 2 items to sell every month to pay for itself. I'll link a demonstration video on how it works down below, and also the link to sign up if you want to use List Perfectly for your inventory. Use discount code ROCKSTARLP and you'll get 30% off your first month. I'll put all that down below. Let's go over to my screen and show you some of the hottest items selling on eBay right now in 2021, and hopefully this will help you make some more money. All right, welcome into my iPad, and we're gonna start right where you would think we would start, and it's gonna be summer. The reason I wanted to cover this stuff is because we're coming into the month of May soon, and that means summer months are upon us. Kids are done with school, virtual or in person or whatever you have. So let's go for those summer outdoor warm, seasonal things. And swim trunks and girls swimsuits and just outdoor bathing suits are going to be stepping up in sales volume and in pricing. So I just did a sort here of men's board swimming shorts, and I did used condition, and I did solds. And so as we scroll down, I did men's. As we scroll down, we can see lots of these 20s and 15s and, like $39.99 on a best offer. 15 plus 5 is 20, 34 plus 4 for a lot of 3. So it's definitely something you want to keep an eye out for. Let's do women's, we'll do bathing suits, but also keep an eye out for tankinis and those miracle shapers, the ones that people look for like the toning and shaping thing. And we can come over here and do the same search under solds, and then we can do condition pre-owned. There's 91,000 women's bathing suits that have sold in the last 90 days. That's 1,000 a day are selling, and some of these are not cheap. I mean, you'll see, of course, your shares 10s and 12s dollars, but you'll also see, like here's a Victoria's Secret ruffle one that sold for $60. It was a 36 double D. Here's a Victoria's Secret, just a little neon top only, $17.50. So things to keep an eye out for. Here's one that was $24. Obviously, Victoria's Secret holds its own. Here's a Swim Systems Halter 36D Tankini, sold for $20 plus 5 shipping. Here's one that sold for $33 plus $7.95, so $41. So you could definitely start learning the trends. Chaps, that's like a Chaps by Ralph Lauren, women's one-piece bathing suit halter, $25. So you can learn the patterns and the designs and the different ones that sell good, like with any clothing, and you'll figure out quickly which ones to grab at the thrift store for $2 or $3, and which ones are not so good, and which ones, when you're out at garage and yard sales or whatever. Now remember, you need to launder all of this, clean it all, and make sure you're aware with what to do on how to sell this stuff. There's a Cacique one that sold for almost $44. Wow, that's crazy. So number 1, bathing suits and swimwear. All right, number 2 is handheld electronic travel games, whether it's the old Tiger 1990s or 3DSs or Nintendo Switches, the lights, or whatever it is. Kids go on road trips. A lot more people not as keen to be flying as it was last year, even though it appears to be opening back up. But people going on road trips, RVs, staying, amongst themselves. Kids need entertainment. Obviously, phones and tablets are, the big things, but kids still love all of these 3DSs and 2DSs and XLs and all of this stuff. They can be worth hundreds of dollars, something you might be able to pick up at a yard sale for 50 bucks and flip for 250, or even pick it up for 100 and flip it for 250. Still be a really great profit. So keep an eye out for travel and electronic games for sure, 100%. Okay, number 3 is pool toys, accessories, floats, etc. Some of these can be really, really expensive. Now, I used to, at my old house, we had a pool and hot tub, and we used to spend money on this stuff incessantly. Every year, we would spend a couple $100s on new floats, new toys. They don't last that long. You know the routine, guys. And now, being that I'm living in a neighborhood without a pool, but we have our own lagoon in the neighborhood, probably still going to be buying some of this stuff to take up to the lagoon with us. You can scroll through the solds and you can see some of these things are, super expensive. Some of them are cheap, like you would expect. This thing's only 13 bucks. It's like a floating cooler. But we scroll down and we see this suntan lounge inflatable contour chair that was, sold for 65 plus almost 30. So it's a $93, $94 item. So just keep an eye out. We got the toy pedos. We've got, these ride-on bulls, which are insane. So crazy money for some of that stuff. So number 3, pool accessories, toys, games, anything that looks, at a thrift store or maybe a consignment shop or something. They might have them in there for $4.99 or $5.99, and you can put them up. Maybe you find this inflatable cooler, which is kind of cool. This inflatable cooler drink holder thing sells for $27. Maybe you see it in a box at a thrift store for $4.99 or something. So keep your eye out for anything that people can play with in the pool or at lagoons or at the beach or wherever it might be. Okay, so now moving on to number 4. And number 4 is luggage and suitcases. So summer means vacations, it means trips, it means travel. Last year it meant nothing, obviously, but now this year a lot more is open. You can get on a plane, you can fly, you can go places, and people are doing it. Now I know a lot of people aren't, but a lot of people are, and luggage is not cheap. Last time we went to Vegas in August, July, August of 2019, so coming up on 2 years. Of course, we didn't go anywhere last year, but 2 years ago, we had to buy new suitcases, and we bought a big one with one of the little ones inside of it, because I never used that much. Kate needed the big one, and I stuck my shoes and big stuff in that, and then I used the little one. I think we paid, and we didn't go crazy, I think we paid like $100 or $120 for that duo set, and that was fairly reasonable. Some luggage can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, there's a Louis Vuitton carry-on shoulder bag that sold for $495 plus $25 shipping. So you can see that a lot of the pieces of luggage can be expensive. Now make sure you do your research. I mean, here's one of those Tumi Tegra, the light max medium ones. These things, this one sold for $180. This thing, when it was originally brand new, was probably in the neighborhood of like $250 or $300 bucks. So here's a set of luggage set of 2 carry-ons and a regular bag. They sold it for $182.39 altogether, similar to what we had. So we bought like that big one, and then the little one was inside of it, so you could take it out. So we had like the 2, and we paid brand new. We paid $120, maybe $140 for it. The hard shell ones, they're very, very expensive. So you might see these at a Goodwill or a thrift store, 10, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. These are used, mind you. The ones I'm showing you are used. The brand new ones are way more. But somebody might have donated it, and it could be a really good suitcase. And, it might be 10 or 20 bucks at the thrift store, but it might be worth 100 or 120. Here's a cool tropical, florally cool bag from Le Sports, 2-piece weekender set, a duffel bag and a mini cosmetic bag, and they sold that for $45 plus $9, so $54, $55 best offer. So there's always things. Keep an eye out, learn what suitcase and bags and duffel bags sell for. So that's number 4. So back in the day, one of my favorite things to sell were GoPro cameras. When it becomes summertime, people are getting in the pool, going to the lake, going out to the beach, and they carry a waterproof camera. I know a lot of your phones are now water resistant and waterproof, but GoPros are second to none. They're obviously fully submersible. I have a GoPro 7 Black. I use it. The newest one is the GoPro 8, which I just didn't pick up last year, but these things can be worth quite a bit of money. I mean, there's a GoPro 7, which is, the one that I have. It's only the silver, that sold for $125 used. I think I paid like $300 brand new, like 2 years ago. There's a GoPro Hero 3 that sold for, $54. There's a GoPro camcorder. There's a regular GoPro that sold for $57. There's a GoPro 6 that sold for $72. So there's plenty of GoPros selling. The accessories are also fantastic as people love them. There's the GoPro Max 360 degree camera that sold for $364. I think that's like a $500 camera, brand new. So you can take a look at all the different models and figure out what the prices are. Somebody sold the original one for 31 bucks. So still selling. Pretty much all the GoPros will sell no matter what model they are. You just have to figure out the pricing. So this one will be way more niche, but kids' craft items and craft kits, things for kids to do at home, all kinds of these sets. This is going to be mostly brand new. You're not really going to sell this used, but sometimes I know people get deals on brand new stuff like retail arbitrage at Walmart, Target, Michael's, all of the different craft stores. So there's a chance that you could find stuff that is, clearanced in your area, your part of the country, for like $4, $5, $6, and it might be a $35 or $40 item. So this is very, very niche. I only recommend this because I have a few of you guys that are my sellers in the group that specialize in crafts and different things and craft tools and craft accessories, and you do very, very well with a lot of retail arbitrage and even some online arbitrage. So number was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 is crafts and supplies. So number 7, workout equipment, whether it is a NordicTrack or a Peloton, anything that is going to help people get those bodies ready for the beach, ready for summer. So you can see some people selling them used for $16. Here's a $2,400 one, the Plus with the rotating. Somebody else sold one for $16, for $17. So people do sell these things, but a lot of people want to buy workout gear. Now, I'm not saying you got to sell a $1,500 Peloton bike, but weight sets, free weights, really, really good. Anything people can buy to help work out and get themselves into better shape for the summer. They're doing it right now. They're all like, well, if I do it for the next 60 days, right when June starts or middle of June, I can be in much better shape. And so it's a mad dash to get that beach body rolling and to get your best bikini life working out. It's sad that people are that, it's great for their health, but they wait till May and June. That, it's sad they wait that long, and then they're like, oh, let me get, I'm going to the beach in July. I got to get ready for it. And that's what spurs these sales of all this quick workout gear and equipment and stuff. So something to definitely keep an eye out for. Okay, number 8 is golf clubs. Golf is in full swing. We just had the Masters last week, and now golf is all over the country. Even with social distancing, golf was a great sport. You could play, you or somebody in your immediate household. There'd just be 2 of you out there. You didn't have to really interact with anyone, even more so now that we're not, doing as much of that. And golf clubs, there's 300,000 plus active golf clubs, or sold golf clubs, 300,000 plus sold in the last 90 days. 300,000 of those have gone out the door. That's 3,300 plus a day. Somewhere closer to 4,000 is the real number per day that sell. So really great market. Florida, California, Arizona, Hawaii has some great courses. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, all up and down the south area. Warm temperatures. We all have some amazing golf courses. So some of these golf clubs can be $20, $30. Some of them can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one golf club. So you never know what you're going to find. Golf clubs are at every estate sale, yard sale, thrift store, everywhere. Start looking them up. You might be able to find, even if you just find a couple a day. Golf clubs are not hard to ship. FedEx has specially made golf club boxes for like $2. You can get them online through Quill or Uline or Associated Paper, eBay, Amazon, and only pay $1 a box. So if you're buying a golf club for $5 and $10 and you're selling it for $50 and $60, no big deal to buy a box for $1, right? Go buy yourself 10 of them, keep 10 boxes until you get the hang of it. There's quite a few of you that you sell 100 golf clubs a month. You're selling 2 or 3 a day, and you're making $20, $30 per club. So you're making $100 profit a day, and you're doing easily 100 or more a month. That's 100 a month at $20, $30, $2-3 grand in golf club profits. So keep an eye out. Also, other sports, it's the boys of summer. Baseball is back in full swing, and all these sports that you can now play when the weather is good are full going. So make sure you keep an eye out for used sports goods, mitts, catcher's mitts, equipment, all that stuff, but definitely golf clubs 100%. All right, number 9 is outdoor activity stuff like bicycles, skateboards,
Rollerblades. Kids were getting back into rollerblades before the pandemic hit. I remember people saying they were trending a lot. Those little those little motor razor scooters, those little mini hoverboard things, any of that type of stuff, longboards, is all really popular. Not the easiest thing to ship sometimes, but not difficult either. At the end of the day, some of these things have some great artwork and they're worth a lot of money. There's a Dragon Ball Z, just the skateboard, you know, that one was 20 plus 13, so $33. Here's a 38 plus 10, some skateboard wheels. So accessories, bicycles, great. Absolutely anything that kids can get outside and do because the weather is really nice. At least it is here in Florida. I see you guys seeing these trends, and hopefully that will help you, find more stuff at the end of the day that you can, kind of open your eyes to. That's the idea. You may not find the exact items I'm telling you, but you can get ideas and start looking for things and seeing things when you're out and about at the stores and thrift stores and garage sales and wherever it is that you end up sourcing your inventory from. All right, so this one is beyond my scope of knowledge, but a lot of you asked about it and a lot of you are into it, either buying it and selling it or you do it personally or hobby, but outdoor garden, outdoor work in general, manual labor, garden stuff, shears, garden tools, even the plants and the flowers and the seeds and stuff, if you know what you're doing with those to sell. This is a super niche category, and I know there's a few of you that sell it, and I know I've seen quite a few stores that have stuff in it, but man, if you are one of those people that like to go outdoors and do this sort of thing, the pots, the tools, the diggers, all that stuff, super expensive sometimes, and great to be able to go online and order it and get it all in. So there are, I know at least a few of you who watch me who sell some of this stuff on a regular basis. Maybe you can chime in the comments below and talk more about it. But the garden section, outdoor section of eBay is big. It's got 130,000 pieces that have sold in the last 90 days. So again, a big number of stuff. We're always looking for these categories that have a lot of solds. And when you're talking about 1,444 pieces a day like this one, it is something to be observant of. Things like the garden hoses, things like the watering pots, things like the statues. Look, that terracotta little statue sold for $62 all in. All kinds of stuff. So keep an eye out for garden gnomes, you name it, it might be sellable on eBay. Again, some of this stuff you can put on Amazon, some of it you can do Mercari, Facebook, wherever it is that you sell, but these are items with the summer season approaching us and the change in weather and obviously the end of a pandemic, or at least getting there, that allows this year to be different than last year. So good luck with the sales, guys. I appreciate everything you all do for me. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and like the video. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And until we get to talk again, make sure you check all the links out on our wholesale site and everything else you need down below. I will see you guys next time.